Welcome to A Date with Danu right here on High TV, your luxury channel. Thanks for tuning in. It's all made possible by our friends at Lanka Bell. And we'd also like to remind you that we are at the Kingsbury Hotel at the King's Court. Please do excuse the noise. We are trying to rebuild this hotel, okay? Lots of things have gone down in the past weeks and we have just got ourselves back on the feet as well. Now today on the show, I have a theatre personality. You would have fallen in love with him for multiple roles that he has played, and also one time the signature Daily Mirror commercial. We'll speak more, of course, right here on A Date with Danu. So, this person is called Anu. His full name is Anuruddha. Hello.
Hi, Danu.
And this is the second show I'm having him on, and I'm so happy to have you here. We've been trying to do this show for quite some time.
Yes, we have, as usual.
Lots of things went down, no?
Yeah, I actually had to find myself a jacket first.
That took some time as well.
Yes.
So, do you normally dress up?
No, not really.
Oh, I
try
can
to
see.
dress down. Dress down as much as possible. And I made it actually a little signature style of mine.
To always dress down?
To always dress down.
Oh, wow.
I mean, when weddings come around, I kind of hate it.
Okay, what do you put yourself when you go for a wedding?
Well, I actually go the whole hog and, wear suit and tie and
the full
proper
works.
shoes. And,
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. I do have them. Lots of people think that I don't. When I actually wear like normal shoes, they said, "Oh my God, you got shoes! You got shoes!"
You have not sold it to the Parana goat.
Yeah, it's not just slippers that you own,
Yeah.
but you do own some shoes. And yeah,
So have you always been this very chilled person?
actually yes, ever since school days, I tried to be as casual as possible because I just never kind of bought into that adage that clothes maketh the man.
I don't know what to say anymore.
more like reading maketh the man and your chilled outness maketh the man or the woman.
I have a lot of clothes.
Yes, I noticed that.
Dating back to when I first saw Anuruddha was while we were working in radio together. He used to have this long umbrella that he used to walk with like this all the way to the Kalpati bus hall.
Yes. I actually, that was more because I used to have a bastama back in the day, a walking stick,
Right.
with a little design on it, all wooden and a carving on
To
top.
just normally walk around.
Absolutely, I just thought that would be really cool to carry one of those around.
Right.
And so I used whenever I didn't have the bastama around, I used the
Umbrella.
trolley to kind of,
To go with it.
To go with it.
Yeah. So I used to always remember him with a bag, and that umbrella will remain in his hand always. So that was my first noticing of Anu. Now, Anuruddha has played multiple roles, many theatre plays. Have you ever had a count? Have you ever counted?
Not really, actually. I completely lost count. So people keep reminding me, you did do this too. And I said, oh yes, yeah, you're right, absolutely right. So over the last, since 1993, from school days, that's when I got into my
How
first
old
play.
were you in 93?
I was 17.
Oh wow, we have a big age gap.
Yes. Good of you to notice. I suppose that was coming because of the clothes, But okay, so basically I was punished into acting in my first play.
Oh, it was a punishment?
Yes. I got caught, with one of those vitamin sticks.
Oh, right.
Behind the lavabos.
Whoa.
In the toilet. So the option was very simple. Either bring your father to school and explain what happened.
What's this vitamin stick all about?
This vitamin stick suddenly materialized out of thin air in school premises. Or take part in the college production of The Man Who Came to Dinner.
Okay.
It was a comedy little bit skit. And I said, of course, it's not even an option. I'm taking part in the play. Never having done a play before, I had no idea how to move, projection, never turn your back on stage, none of that.
Yeah.
So actually it was our late, great Vinod Senadira who directed me through the whole thing.
Oh, brilliant.
And that's where actually Hans was my classmate, but that's where we first acted together. Hans
Superb. You and Hans have a lot of things in common.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
being in
because
the
your
same
shoes
class.
look alike.
Yes, pretty much. I do believe he has some of my shoes.
He only
as
has
well.
one. Let's get into a break. On the other side, I've seen couples And there are some who are like, who really stand out for the fact that they blindly support and they are so in tune with the other person. And that's a very rare combination today when everything ends up in a divorce. We're going to speak more, of course, when we do come back with his special Gammiri Satta on the other side. And if you're wondering who this Gammiri Satta is, well, he didn't bring anyone else except his wife. just clear in the air here. Dedunie. All right, welcome back to the show. I'm happy to have Dedunie. Thanks for joining me. She has come during working hours to shoot.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
No problem, no problem. Hope you have the job. All right, so I was just speaking to them off camera. When you all were getting married, you know, you had a lot of things to carry.
Fortunately, no. I've done all the heavy lifting in this relationship.
Oh, right.
Literally and metaphorically.
But basically, we've been together for a long time. Even before we got married, for about almost 10 years, we were seeing each other.
Okay.
Exclusively, I might add.
Wow. Not these open relationships and all, none of those.
And now we've been together since, well, for almost 21 years, or almost 22 years actually.
You all have not seen anything else?
No, fortunately. No, you see them passing by. Yeah.
Are you a very possessive wife?
Of course not.
You're not?
Very actually, she's not. Neither am I, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, not a wife,
but... There's no point.
So tell me about how you all met.
So I was working in uni at the time.
Okay. Are you working?
I started off working for the dean and he was studying.
Okay.
So that's where he snared me. Just before I got into law college, he snared me.
Oh, wow. What did you like about her?
The thing is this, you know, I loved the way she moved. I loved how she talked. And, you know, basically, you know, very much like me, you know, heart on your sleeve. There's no agenda. You say what you feel and you feel what you say. And I immediately appealed to me. Believe me, Danu, I was surrounded by women.
Ooh, like a chick magnet?
I was.
Wow.
I really was.
Like a fridge.
Just, you know, oh, good heavens, you know, it was like moths to a flame.
You can imagine.
No, they are really good friends of mine. But it actually happened that there were 3 boys and like 27
3 boys
girls.
were hitting on you as well?
No, 3 guys together in this batch and 27 girls.
Okay.
So they are, I mean, I was odds-on favorite actually. So,
I can just imagine the other competition.
But despite all of that, they were quite miffed. They were quite upset that I didn't ask any of them out. But you know, suddenly something that's special always stands out and leaps out at you. And of course, you know, it could be a look, but also the way one converses, you know, and what you converse about.
Well, if I could put it in blank words, there's no BS with her.
Certainly.
Yeah, and I think she will also not give any BS to anyone else. She just says it as she has to say it, and
she won't take it and she won't give it.
Brilliant, which is true. We're going to speak more, of course, with this amazing pair, but right now it's time that we get into some sticky situ. Welcome back to the show. So Anu became a household name at one time for playing the role Pusvedilla.
Yes.
People just fell in love with this rendition that you took to the role because you were very relatable. You looked like
Thanks,
like the ones who jump out of the parliament. You know, you had the build, you had the stomach, you had that very notorious "I didn't do it, but I did it" kind of look to it.
Yeah.
Tell me about. But you only played it once.
I did. Actually, the thing is this, you know, I was instrumental along with Feroz in creating this character.
Okay.
Because we did it actually first for a play called America back in the day, and it was Chintaka Pusvedilla back then.
Right.
So we actually, because it was, play was very American. So it was, I mean, nobody here would relate to that kind of humor.
Okay.
So we created this little segment, a debate between the Sri Lankan presidential candidate who was Chintaka Pusvedilla and the American presidential candidate. And that segment got the most laughs.
Right.
So then we realized the potential of creating a play around it. And that's how Chaminda, and of course then the previous incumbent was in power. So a similar sounding name was Chaminda.
And Pusvedilla
And
came.
Pusvedilla. Pusvedilla didn't change basically.
Yeah.
So Chintaka became Chaminda, that's all. And then we created this out of thin air, literally.
So this Pusvedilla character, why didn't you continue with it after your first go?
Okay, so basically what happened was the last time I played it was in 2009.
Okay.
And then shortly after, you know, I had a lot of other work commitments coming in. Then of course Dedunie got pregnant.
Oh, I don't know how that happened.
It wasn't by accident. Certainly wasn't by accident. And so then I realized, look, you know, got to be, I mean, if you're having a child, you can't be gallivanting and kind of, you know, doing
Committing
rehearsals
yourself
till
to-
midnight and then, you know. So you had to be present. So I actually took even that V day I didn't take part, you know. So I just was there for a year. And of course then by that time Dominic had stepped into the role and it wouldn't have been right for me to take it back. after
Okay.
all.
But did you ever feel that you missed a good franchise? Did you ever feel it?
No, certainly not, because you know people like you and so many others keep telling me they still remember me playing Pusvedilla, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Since then, I've played multiple roles
Yeah.
in various other things.
And
English.
very much on the lines of Puss. A lot of people have asked that Puss in you to come out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I've been asked to appear as Puss in so many other occasions, which I haven't done because
Right.
it's not right. I
Yeah,
felt.
because when there is another Puss.
There is another
yeah.
Puss, yeah. Then
Yeah.
So that's how it happened. You know, it's as simple as that. I do not regret it for a moment,
Right.
Because I like to do a lot of serious stuff, especially on V Day. The last thing you want is the entire audience laughing at you
Just
the
because you
moment you
walked in.
step out without
Hello.
having said a word. Yeah. So that happened a couple of times while I was playing Puss back in the day. Then I realized, okay, it's not good to get labeled for just one role in your life.
Yeah. So you always have an issue. You have a very controversial sister in these few days, and at the same time you have a very commercial husband. So you're always either spoken to as your Anu's wife or Marissa's sister.
Very true.
And how does that work?
Initially, it upset me, and I used to like correct everybody else. I have my own identity, but I
Yeah.
think age, just you let some stuff go. You just let it go.
Just let it go now, can't you? He likes the way you move, girl.
Clearly.
Incidentally. But I make it a point to, I never kind of refer to like, much as possible as my wife. Obviously in a forum that's like,
Yeah.
you know, not intelligent enough to kind of grasp these concepts, I would say
Yeah.
my wife. But otherwise, you know, I just say Dedunie. And
Dedunie.
I expect people to know because we've been around
For
together
quite some
for a
time,
long
yeah,
time.
of course. And you have not even cheated on her.
I didn't plan on it either, so it's all good.
Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. I would have found it really hard if the ban was still on, because I have to sort of dig through their social media. But right now, it's time that they update something about the show. All right, welcome back to the show. While Anu types his status, now you have your phone, I'll just quickly chat with you. Living with Anu, you all have such a friendly relationship more than this husband and wife. How did you all find this kind of balance?
I think it was the longevity helped. It wasn't easy, and I think everybody who thinks otherwise in a relationship.
Did it ever come to a point where you're like, I'm done, I'm not going to go through with this?
Oh, in the first year we broke up about 20 times. But we withstood all that.
That's amazing.
No, I
but
think
now,
it's
of
hard.
course, can't.
No, God, no chance.
Now, no chance.
No, but I think it's about the fact that we've been together so long, we don't take each other for granted. You
Yeah.
know, we work on it daily. If there's an issue, we always talk about it. We don't sleep. He can never sleep. If there's an argument and I try to sleep, he will wake me, he'll prod me, and he'll get us to discuss it. And so it's consistency really and communication.
Yeah,
you know.
that's very
You
important.
have to keep it alive.
Anu, so what do people think? You can type something. What do people think when both of you all go together?
Okay, so the thing is this. Somehow Dedunie over the years has managed to look younger and younger.
And the same, no?
And absolutely the same. No? While the rest of us have, have something to show for being
For the age, yeah.
44 years of age. I was just thinking, so on so many occasions, even now, so many people have told me, Mahatte babai vitara. No, this was before my son was in the picture, mind you.
Oh, really?
So just the both of us are in the car. Mango, how the baba? මමද? නේ මත් දුවන්නේ මං කොන්නේ මගේ wife. ඒ මගේ නෝනා. Even recently,
They must be
Facebook,
like mine.
a recent Facebook post that I'd done with just the three of us, myself, Dedu,
Yeah,
and Blend.
on the bed, right?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the bed. Friends had commented, some like, you know, ladies who are fans of mine on
Right.
the radio show, had said, "Oh, what lovely children you have."
I didn't.
What the dickens? What do I have to do?
Tattoo mom on the forehead.
I tell you. So anyway, this has been going on for quite some time. So many security checkpoints back in the day have said Mahatte Babai.
Now, of course, it's going to restart.
Once again, Mahatte Babai. I'll have little boards made. Me Baba ne me.
Abhi band been going to be, you know.
They say na kaalem band.
Let's get into what's on their Facebook right after this. All right, what's on their Facebook? So now it's time that you all explain some of these photographs, all right?
Oh gosh.
Okay.
This is that photograph,
This
right?
is that photograph.
Actually, I can understand she looks like your daughter
Thanks.
because he looks like your son.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
he looks like her, so it kind of makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I look like the odd one out there actually. Who is this lug? Big lug doing what is it?
Just the production office, that's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what it is.
So, Dedunie, you have a big family?
Well, a family at large, yes. Yeah, that's my sister, husband, younger sister, parents.
You have an elder sister as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are 3 girls in the family?
3 girls.
And you are the only child?
No, I have a younger sister and a brother.
Oh, really?
also.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Cleverly hidden.
This kind of sums up who they are.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That was 20 years ago.
How many?
At least 20 years ago.
10 years ago?
20.
20 years ago?
Nothing's changed.
This is 20 years ago?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's like almost as we started going out. Maybe a year or 2.
But Facebook was not around at that time.
No, but we uploaded some photos that
Yeah.
were...
Even internet was not around at that time.
Okay, then maybe
It was,
15.
it was.
Maybe 15, I don't know.
Please explain this to me.
Oh, good heavens. Okay, this was an office Halloween party in my one of the
Okay.
offices. So the nun had just come out. The nun, so guess who became the nun?
But you didn't put makeup.
No.
There's no need.
I've actually camouflaged a few things here.
Yes, I noticed. I noticed.
It has to be television friendly, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why, but my crew has also given me unwanted papers in the middle of all of this. See? I've like so many papers.
Yes, that's
This is your day-to-day life.
my co-host and I in the morning.
Yeah.
That's Tom. And of course, just randomly, we caught a...
Just a moment.
Yeah.
So how has this radio transition been in life? Because you were reading news at one time.
That's right, yes.
And then you became a radio personality.
Just accidentally, as usual. Most things happen
Yes,
in my
of course.
life by accident. I'm sure in yours as well.
Yes, definitely.
And the thing is this, I embrace the philosophy of embracing things
Whatever's
as they
given.
happen,
Yeah.
And I, of course, look at the positive side of everything. I'm an eternal optimist that way. And it just happened. I was asked to come and host a show, and I did it. Of course, I tried to play by the rules. Then I realized that's not going to work. So I played by my rules.
And it has
That
still-
worked.
Yeah, that worked, definitely. So do you wake up with him every day in the morning?
Of course, I wake him.
Aww. Every day.
No, that's not an moment. It's like, Nagitapa.
Does she like make coffee for you? And
I
like,
do.
She does offer, but of course I always decline. But I do have something to eat in the morning, like a piece of toast or biscuit with some cheese or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she
But
sends me off.
you have an amme who has been with you for so long. She's literally
yes.
practically brought you up.
Yes,
and,
she doesn't live with us though.
Ah.
She comes
lives
in
in
every
Mount.
day. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Right now, let's get into one word on the other side. All right, this segment is called one word.
Okay.
You can elaborate a little bit
Yeah.
or just stick to a word. Up to you. I will start with Dedunie.
Yes, please.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Who is the bigger child at home?
My husband.
Thought as much. What Anu are you the biggest fan of? Radio Anu or stage Anu?
I have to choose between those 2 options only. Radio.
Who takes longer to do their eyebrows? You or Anu?
My husband. posts weekly. I do it monthly. He doesn't do it.
He has a heavier growth, I think.
I think so.
One hair a week, and he will faithfully do it.
Wow. Describe Colombo society.
Fake,
President or Prime Minister, who would you like to replace first?
both.
Anu, to you.
Yes.
Jit Piris, Feroz Kamardeen, Hans Bilamurea. Rank them in your favorite director order.
Hans, Jit, Feroz.
Who played it better, you, Dominic, or Sulakshana, the new puss?
I think I did it better.
How did you get sidelined from making this role permanently yours?
I sidelined myself.
Adam Ali, Gehan Block, Jerome De Silva. Who would look better in drag?
Adam.
If you're not on the morning belt, who would you tune into? Mark, Dominic, or Danu?
I tune into you.
Oh,
And I mean it.
thanks. I was like, oh my God, this question. It's okay to like hear it later, but direct to the face, thanks. Honey. Thank you so much. All right, so that's great. So one of the reasons why I wanted Anu to come on the show is the fact that he's so real. That's something that I've always really
Thank
liked,
you.
and you subsequently work for the same station.
Yes.
But I think I've acted with Anu like at close to 9 plays.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
The first one was Animal Farm.
Animal Farm. Oh my God. The infection that I got from you, he never left me. He put sweat on all of us. Like,
In my defense, I was in a leather suit.
So were we all. It's just that Anu,
That's horrible.
it was just like sprayed on us.
I lost about 8 kilos after that play.
Yeah,
was
we
done.
were all very
Yeah,
thin.
yeah.
Yeah, we were all very thin. Although we ate egg roti every day.
Every day.
Yeah. We died of diabetes at the same time. All right, Anu, thank you so very much. He's one of the most honest, real people you will find, and so very concerned, and that's amazing. And that comes out genuinely. He's always worried about everyone has got home safe. He'll always say, be careful when you drive. And those things are very rare to find. And Dedunie, I tell you, I'll never forget, she once was backstage for one of our plays, and she gave us all roses, and there was like, but I'm like, oh, she thought of us too, and not only the husband. But very cut and right. It's like cutting a cucumber into two. There's no no edges. It's just one sleek cut with Dedunie, and that's amazing. I know her sister as well, the same. Thank you so very much for coming. Great having you on the show, and thanks for taking the time to find the jacket. Yes.
I did buy it. I did.
Just for you.
Yeah, just for me. All right, until we see you with another brilliant episode, thank you so very much to our sponsors and our partners for being a part of the show. Until I see you soon, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.
Time goes by.